See if it likes us now. There we go. What a butt. What a butt. Okay, at least it's got my microphone set correctly. Alright, chat. Sorry about that. Ahem. Ahem. We're not playing Elixirs. We are going to log into her briefly because I want to show you something really cool. And then we're going to switch over to Blueberry. Continue our shit. So, one of the things that's been going on with the Symphony of the Feywild event is that we players have been made aware. I mean, we always knew that there would be, at some point, Pearson would be saved because of the players, and therefore, oh my god, look at my hair. Look at my hair. My hair is being dumb tonight. It's all frizzy. Look at my hair. It's all frizzy tonight. Anywho, that Hearsome would be rescued by, you know, the players doing whatever, either defeating moats or collecting the moats or turning Lutes in. I'm not entirely sure which it is. I think it's collecting moats. That would affect Hearsome. You notice Hearsome is kind of green, and the moats around him are green. And I'm pleased to report, he started the event, he was mostly a pink. Mostly Shadowfell pink. And then last week he turned blue for Thrain, and Moonsea, and here on Shadowdale. And just earlier today, Cormyr hit blue. But recently Thrain and Shadowdale was first. Here's some turn green. And the current theory is that his next phase will be gold. Gonna be golden. Yeah, we're gonna make K-pop Demon Hunter jokes tonight. And that will be when he's safe, he's out of danger. And the server will get a buff. Every server that where Hearsome is golden will get a buff. Or whatever the next step is, theoretically, that he will be okay. And then we just get a buff for doing the thing, and then theoretically, we don't know what the buff is going to be. The going theory is that it's going to be where everybody gets increased durability gains on their loots, which honestly, they did that with the Lantern event, so that seems the easy choice there. But we don't know for sure. But let me hop on the character I'm actually intending to play tonight, Blueberry. And I've been playing her a lot. She's now level 8 in the Feywild. And I've already done 3 of the quests. And I'll be doing 3 more of the quests tonight. But first what I want to do is hop up to the airship and renew my guild buffs, even though I do have like 3 hours of guild buffs here. I don't want to run out in the middle of a quest. I also have almost 4 hours of my XP boost going on, so it's good. Let's go back to the Feywild. Alright. So, let's see. I'm gonna turn your quest in. Because I've already done this one. I actually really like the, clicky. Okay, I did a couple of other quests. And I was asked, well, where's Stormlost? I don't know where Stormlost is right now. She's around somewhere. Okay, so I did the windmill quest, and I did the Viscount quest. Wasn't I supposed to? Who did the Viscount quest, or was that a walk-up? That could have been a walk-up. Oh, here it was. Stormlost! Now you're making me paranoid. Because normally she's like all over the place. Oh, duh. How many of my hirelings do I have? Just the one. So I should go back to the airship and get some hirelings. Durr. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see. Well, no, you won't have level 8 hires. Stormlost kitty! There's only one place she could possibly be, if she's not, like, curled up sleeping somewhere. She could be stuck in the upstairs bedroom, because I went there to get my denim shirt. But as far as I recall, she was not in the bedroom when I closed the door. And I did the litter box cleaning afterwards, and she was around for that. And I fed them their snacks. And she was definitely around for that. Okay, we're looking for Fergus. We decided Fergus was our homie. Two-fur guy. I think she's just running around. She's just, like, curled up someplace and she's not listening to me. Alright, back to the Feywild again. And we are, 3/4 of a level, or 3/4 of a rank away from holding 9. So, that'll be fun. Let's actually move this over here, where everybody else normally has it. I want my Stormlost. Okay. Let's go do some quests. And we also have Teal, our level 7 higher, and we have Drossheart, our level 8 higher. So what I want to do is I want to be holding 10 before I venture into Isle of Dread. That way I can do the level 7 quests there. And, 'cause, 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 ' Get some XP up of this guy. And I'll be honest, sometimes it's nice just to have the kitten sleeping. Because when she's in Tasmanian double mode, she's very tiresome. But normally I mean, this is the time of night that she's normally sleeping anyway. It's just like she normally does it here, where I am. Alright, let's see if the Hearsome is over here. Doesn't look like he is. Alright. Bill Champagne had a little bit too much fun doing the music for this expansion. A lot of inspiration from Tchaikovsky, Stravinsky, Shostakovich, all the good Russian composers. So late last night, I went and did the exploration for this area and a couple of the quests, ones up along this ridge. I'm gonna actually go work on the ones down in the lower area. Actually, no, we're gonna beat this guy's ass first. Yeah, gotcha. I love it when the hirelings can just like go hit things for you. Let's go see, and it's not that difficult to do the rares. You can always tell when this one is up because you get these skulls on sticks, so you know that she's here. And then you always just shoot the damn tree. Shoot the tree. Let the hirelings beat up shit while you're taking care of business. Alright, let's go do the Thornrights quest, which is like right here. And as to remember, we are doing things on hard, which of course is taking longer than it would be if I did things on elite, but the point is to survive. First I was afraid, I was petrified.
A deep voice booms through the cavern. Turn back, stranger. Weak reeds are not welcome in my workshop. Any who linger will be put to the test.
Okay. Draw's Heart seems to actually be kind of useful, but not hugely so.
Huge thorny brambles grow in the damp soil of this chamber. The mud begins to shudder and shake as you approach.
So how you doing tonight? What are you up to? And I was originally going to stream Lotro tonight. That was the plan. But then I was kind of like, oh, man, this is a limited time event. Oh no, we fell down. Actually, we didn't fall down. I like being able to do my own trapping. And my own opening locks. I don't know why it's complaining about the door. It's like we already know it's there. Here's our moat. Let's play our music for the moat. And so our loot is now at 237. Again, we're just making respectable time. And of course, there's the magic mouth. I love these. Fine, we'll do the test.
A dryad leaps from the tree. Sensing your surprise, she motions for you to speak with her. The dryad calls for the test to begin, and creatures instantly spring to the attack. To complete the test, the dryad joins the fray herself. The dryad calls for a halt to the battle. You neither bend nor break. Good. The Thornright is willing to see you. You may enter. She makes a gesture, and a door opens. A gnarled woodwode carefully picks through a pile of brambles, plucking out the largest and sharpest thorns. Surely this is the Thornright. The Thornright explains that he crafted a magic needle for Hirsum. A needle that now contains Hirsum's immortality. The Prince of Satyrs then took that needle to some place called the Treasure Grove.
Okay, boots are good. Not for this character. They will be good for my follow-up character. Though I haven't really decided what I want to do with that follow-up character, because I have... Oh, why am I doing this? I'm not running out. I'm just going to finish out. This character is good for leveling hardcore. If you're trying to get, like, favor rewards or whatever, it's good for that, but this is not a favor reward thing. But this character is not gonna survive a Reaper run, I don't think, at all. So I'm making another character to be the Reaper running character, the Hardcore Reaper character. Okay, I don't see him up there. And normally I would see... Oh, there's the owlbears. Oh, there he is. And that one's going to be like a Vanguard fighter, so very tanky. No trapping on the character, though. It's a little bit concerning.
A vast tree reaches upward to the sky. Yet some form of corruption has gripped its roots, slowly twisting and transforming this ancient sentinel of the forest.
So what I was thinking, I do have a couple of
These root
Otto's
tunnels
boxes.
are full of life, yet something seems off. A sense of unease hangs in the air. Time to find the source of the corruption you've been asked to stop. An ugly red magic barrier blocks the way down to the tree's heart. A strange red light fills these root tunnels, draining away the life in them. The barrier flickers out as the first orb is destroyed.
There's our level.
As the second orb shatters, that sense of unease you felt fades a little. The barrier collapses when the third orb is destroyed, lifting the sense of dread from this area.
This is a really pretty quest. I'm just gonna stand here and shoot them. They're not running at me. I'm not gonna worry about them. I'm just gonna shoot them from here. Keep myself out of danger. Ship out of danger? You saved the ship.
A second barrier blocks the path down. You expect there are more orbs powering it. Blights pull themselves free from the root walls and attack.
A mistake a lot of people do with this particular quest is they aggro too many mobs at the same time. We'll go the mobs up here. So the goal of this character is just to basically level the wings loot while I'm leveling the character. She's never gotten to a point where she's needed to level herself. She's always been behind on farming the loot. So I don't foresee I'll ever be in a position where it says you need to level your character before you can do more with this loot. Oh, here we go. Speaking of leveling a loot. There we go. 242. I'm hoping to start
Your sense of dread and
to
loss
get
mounts
more
as you explore this
blue
portion of the tunnels.
moats.
With the final orb in the northern root tunnels destroyed, crackling sounds can be heard from the barrier. The root tunnel lurches suddenly as several blights form.
So today was an interesting fun day, and by interesting fun day I
The
mean
root tunnel ahead is nearly dead. It's begun to rot away in places.
I was going to ship a folding chair to New Hampshire today at the post office. And the post office was like, it's gonna cost you 26 bucks. I'm like, oh, that's not so bad. And they said, oh, but it's dictated by size and shape. And I'm like, oh. And then it turned out it was gonna be 85 bucks. I'm like, yeah, no. I'll have to think of something else. And the way I'd done it is I bundled it up. Because I didn't have a box that was like long and flat enough for the item, you know, because it's a chair, right? It's not like one of those metal fold-up chairs that you see in wrestling and whatnot. Definitely not one of those, but it's an unwieldy shape.
Passes through the tree's roots as the last orb in the northwest tunnel shatters. With the orbs gone, the second barrier collapses in on itself with an audible crackle.
Sorry. So what I had done is I had actually found that the box my War Within Collector's Edition from last year, the 20th anniversary, with the ginormous fucking statue in it, was just the right size. However, you had to, like, angle the chair into it to make it fit. And because the box was so large, that's what jacked the price up. So it wasn't the weight of the item, it was the size of the item. Which, no, I don't agree with how that's all done. But it do be what it do be.
The tunnel opens up into an underground cavern, and suddenly you hear a menacing snarl from the shadows. The displacer beast dies with one final pained growl.
So I'm gonna try to kludge together a
Judging by the
box
marks on the walls
by
and floor, this collapsed
getting
tunnel
creative.
is likely how the Fomorian got down into the roots of the tree.
I'm going to build a box out of cardboard. And so it's going to be this long and this wide, but only yay tall. And that should cut down the cost immensely. Because the other thing is, the owner of the chair was willing to pay me, recompense me for the shipping, and there's no way in hell I was going to ask her to send me 85 bucks. No. So, necessity will be the mother of invention. Because I got plenty of cardboard boxes. I could just, like, take pieces and make a box-like shape out of them. That'll be a project for next week. In that the post office won't be open
Corrupting
again until
magic
Monday.
pours down the corridor in palpable waves, draining life from the tree. The Fomorian bellows. Stop them, Voidfang! The Guldias tree ritual must not be interrupted.
We've already stopped Voidfang. Ooh, I got a rare crafting component item.
With a single magic
And once
word,
again,
the
Standing Stone
Fomorian
put
snaps
something that
the
looks like
barrier
the
back
Standing
into
Stone
place.
logo
However,
in there, but
you
only this time
notice
it's a
crack
tree.
in the base of the barrier you can squeeze through. Eargle the Blightmaster snarls.
He unhappy.
Turn back, vermin. You're not powerful enough to stop me from turning this into a Guldias tree.
Are you sure about that, sir?
Eargle the Blightmaster crumples to
Falls
the ground,
over, goes
gasping.
boom. See? It's the Standing Stone tree.
So close. The Fomorian is dead, and the ritual ended. All that's left is to tell the pixies it's safe to return to the
No.
blessed tree.
All that's left is to take their shit. Okay, Fair Crystal Shield. Okie dokie. At some point, once I get done getting my blue winter wings, I'm going to switch over to a max level character. I'm probably going to do it before I do anything with
A vast tree reaches upward to the sky.
my
Yet some
Reaper
form
intended
of corruption
character.
has gripped its roots, slowly twisting and transforming this ancient sentinel of the forest.
Basically, you're gonna need to get me something that's got Fort and DB on it. Though I have DB elsewhere, don't I? I think I have DB on my belt. Or I did. No, I do not. I got DB somewhere. Or maybe I don't anymore. Well, I had DB, and now I don't. Okay. See, if they had this, but they had Death Block on instead of Move Silently, that'd have been perfect. But it does not, so. Alright. I kind of like the Bitterspine quest the best. There's like 3 of them up there. And then there's the quest down below, which I'm honestly not that huge of a fan of them. Oh. There's the Locket quest. There's... There's the Witch Hunt quest. That one just takes forever and a day. And I think the one that nobody likes. Nobody likes Needle in the Haystack. Nobody likes Needle in the Haystack. If they do, they're lying. If they say they do, they're lying. I think they added some new mist effects down here. I think our boy Bakata has been hanging out, and because I used to be able to see for miles, to quote the Who. Of course, this is the first place we ever saw the huntsman's mount. That we're like, oh, I want this horse. Look, we saw the mount over here, and we're like, oh my god, I want that horsey so much! And I have that horsey on this server. It's the,
Have you come for the hag?
Yep.
Asks the master of the hunt. My hunters report she Don't let her prey use one of the portals. Use these banners to summon my huntsman. The hag will try to avoid the huntsman. That doesn't mean, though, they're invincible. Where would the sport be in that? Muses the master of the hunt. Each of my huntsmen are bound to the hunt. But when you remove their banner, you free them of their service. What they do with their freedom is your problem, not mine. The master of the hunt chuckles. If you like, you could defeat wild beasts out there to gather more lost banners. Then use them to corral the hag towards me. In this gully, she will find true death in my hand.
We're waiting for the message to say that we feel the tingle of a magical artifact.
The air nearby tingles with magic. It seems to be coming from up above. If you got to higher ground, you could look for the source of this disturbance.
And there's Beatrice, the hag. There it is. Easy peasy.
Oh, where did I put it? Where did it go?
Beatrice mutters, rubbing her hands.
Oh, Cadence will have my head, and Hirson will turn us into worms. Stop bothering me, I'm busy.
She teleported somewhere.
Where did I put it? Can't get distracted. You don'ts will never catch me. Not you, and not the wild hunt. Well, stop bothering me. I'm busy. You don'ts will never catch me. Not you, and not the wild hunt.
The master of the hunt calls to you in the distance. It seems you didn't need my help after all. Impressive! Come see me for your proper reward.
It could be used to reverse Lord Arden's curse.
I think I'm gonna go for the XP of securing all of the portals. This is a quest that would be really nice if they let you use mounts, but you're not allowed. Oh, that would be the southeast portal. I don't think it can, save the portals after you've already taken her down, though. Let's just complete the quest and move on. Except I need my moat. We'll keep running around till we, get the moat done. Maybe we'll get a blue one this time. Let's bring chat down here so I can actually read chat without looking up and give myself a crick in the neck. Well, there ain't much chat to talk about tonight. Oh, there's our moat, and it's not a blue one. Gosh damn it. Alright, well, we got our moat done, so we might as well just complete the quest now and get out of here. Move on to the next quest. Stop wasting time. I think there's one other... Yeah, we can do this guy down here real quick. Oh, I won't get them all until I get the... Oh, okay. It's not a huge amount of XP. The weird thing is you don't talk to the huntsman, you talk to this guy. Okay. Pharaoh Crystal Bastard Sword. Well, that's nice. Oh no, somebody got slain by the That's unfortunate. They were slain. Ooh, August got killed by the same guy. Yeah, that might wind up being a group PK. PK. Oh no! Zipper! No! That party's going down! That's unfortunate. Alright. Where are we? Nope. It did reset. Probably something in the inspired quarter, I'm thinking. Like somebody was asking in the main chat windows, what's the hateful stare? And like, I'm thinking that's something from the inspired quarter quest chain. Crystal Kama. Helen scale cold resistance. Yeah, I don't really need any of that stuff. See if the Drowner is home. Nope, she's not in this time. Is the Wisp in? Yes, he is. Vorkin's ghost. Ooh, only one more rare that I have not beaten yet. Which rare would that be? It's gotta be one of the rares up top. Because there's only the 3 down here. No, there's the 1, 2. There's 4 down here. Alright. Let's see if Fearsome is around. Nope, he is not home. Alright, let's go do Needle in the Face stack because I really hate myself. Though this character is actually going to be really she'll do well with this quest. In fact, this character could possibly even wind up doing the optional.
Somewhere in these woods, there is treasure that grows on trees.
I think
One
I'd like...
specific tree deserves more attention than others, for it bears the chest containing Hirsam's magic needle.
But this one can definitely be tricky. So I'm being somebody with, you know... Oh, well, let's cute this guy first. Is having trapping abilities. It's definitely a mimic. Definitely a mimic. I do love some of the pun names for some of the critters in this quest. There's some that are normal names, right? Like the Displacer Beast and the whatnot, the Kushi. But there are some of them that it gets a little bit silly, but funny. Alright, this one's a little bit trickier because you have to jump. Okay. And I seem to recall there's one on the other side of this rock that I always either forget or... Yep, there it is. Like dense deer. We're not going to do that just yet. It's a mimic. So there's a thing here. There's an optional. And I'm going to leave my hirelings here. And I don't remember how this optional goes. So if you mess it up, you can't do it again. So everybody stay here. Alright, you go up here. I don't remember if this is where I made the wrong decision or not. No, we made the right decision. So you get 2 extra chests up here. Interesting. The ferrocrystal darts and other thrown items are not getting the correct Symphony frame, but they will next update. Alright. I'm gonna bring the hires in. And we're gonna start shooting these guys up from up here. Oh, hello. They're coming back? Okay, there we go, finally. Okay, this is good. This is okay. Death rains from above! What happened to that guy? He just kind of blew up. I almost feel kind of bad for these guys. Because I am cheesing this. But the name of the game is cheese. Cheese. Though, you should be careful about the cheese that you buy. Considering I just bought some whole milk mozzarella today, because when I went to the store, well, on a Saturday, I gotta say, going to the store on a Saturday is not a bright idea. It's not good. So I literally prefer going to the store during the middle of the week. Far fewer people. But ever since I used my crock pot last week to make boiled potatoes, slow boiled potatoes, kind of been jonesing for some chili in the crock pot. So, I'm gonna be making chili soon. I don't know when. I got the fixins for it, though. It's gonna be amazing. Big fluffy spider! That's a mimic.
You have a good feeling about this chest. Perhaps it is the one you seek.
It is the one we seek, but we still have a couple more to test out to get the XP. Alright, just one more. Just the one right there. And there's my moat. Still a green one, alas. interesting. They can still spawn extra chests. Neato. Vitality, heavy darkwood shield, combat mastery. Alright, let's keep going. Let's actually do the quest. Hey, brokey.
As you open the chest, a unicorn leaps out. How did it even fit inside? As you defeat the unicorn, a deer bursts out from it. Is that normal?
No. And this is why it's always a good idea to clear this path before you head this way. Before you do this.
The deer falls. Something stirs inside, and then a blink dog appears. This needle better be worth the chase. The blink dog falls, but something flits out of it. Was that a bat? A bird? Here we go again.
And this is where the quest often fails. Except this one did not bug out. Good.
The raven is slain. As it falls to earth, an egg rolls out. Thankfully, the egg doesn't move. Yet. A small winged shadow sweeps down from the sky and plucks the needle out. Just as you reach for it, with a victorious yoink, the tiny dragon-like creature darts away with its prize. The little dragon disappeared through this portal, taking your prize with it.
Okay, now the trick here is to park all the hires and make them passive. It's one of the tricks.
As you pursue the creature into the cave, you hear its excited voice up ahead.
Aha! Adventurers in my lair! I'm a real dragon now, so behold my mighty horde and tremble! No, it's fine. You don't have to tremble. Here, you want to play a game?
The little dragon bounces with excitement.
A game? Oh, I love games. If you win, I give you a shiny. And if I win, you stay here forever.
The little dragon announces.
We're gonna play hide and tag. So first, you close your eyes. No peeking. And count to 10. And then find me and tag me. And then you run. Ha! Ready?
The little dragon cries out.
You found me! Ha ha! Tag, I'm it! Run!
Oh, I messed up. Oh. So this is the other trick, is that you gotta basically not get tagged by him. And you basically jump up on here and he comes under. Since he followed me up the thing, that kind of messed it up. Since he's under there, he can't hit me. And just wait 30 seconds. Oh. I should have left the hires outside. That's a little bit weird that... Okay, so that's... Haven't had this much trouble getting this quest completed in a while. I think I'm gonna need to desummon the hires because he's tagging them. Now he has no other targets. I mean, the way
The
that
little dragon
is
jumps up and down.
designed
Fun!
is you're supposed to just run away
So
from
very
him.
entertaining. You can have the needle. I just wanted to have a friend all along.
With Hirsam's precious needle in hand, you prepare to offer him a bargain he can't refuse.
I did get tagged, so didn't get the option for that. Hey, Lizard, how you doing? How's our thing doing? 252. I can't summon you, but I can at least summon the other. Oh, I'm gonna have to run to the other quest. Thankfully, it's not that far away. In we go. We gotta wait a couple minutes before we can summon our body. So we're gonna wait a couple minutes so we can summon our body. But at least we'll be safe here while we do it. It's fine. Dur, 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 dur. is going on in Discord? My god. No. People are being a wee bit silly. So it's taken care of. I am indeed a mod. Yeah. Sardonyx on it. Can't mod and stream at the same time for the most part. At least nothing in depth.
You make your way deep into the Kelpie's
I like this
underwater
voice
grotto,
actor.
protected by the Eladrin's magics. Now where is the lost keepsake you were sent to find?
This quest can get super spicy even on heroic, like I'm doing now. So I do want to be careful, even though I know the quest pretty well back to front. It's just those freaking elementals, man. I would say, Lizard, if you see something going on in Discord, put in a mod mail. Go to contact moderates, click the button, and just put in your stuff, and one of the mods will get to it. And if it's still an ongoing issue by the time I'm off stream, I'll take care of it
You hear
myself.
the murmur of confused voices coming
But
from
I'm engaged
up
streaming
ahead.
for probably another hour and change at least. Alright, let me get some heals. Documentation is a wonderful thing.
A magical light fills this chamber and glints off of something mounted to the back wall. The first lever is pulled, and a deep rumble travels through the water.
This is the same voice actor who does the Endless Rebels, and I don't know who it is. I think it's one of the Critical Role guys, possibly. I could be wrong. I do know they've had folks from Critical Role doing dungeons, but it was before Critical Role. Like Travis Willingham was recently credited for the Night Rebels
A
Shop to the
strange
Drop
noise,
quest that they put in last
distorted
year.
by the water,
But it was
comes from
old
further
stuff that
down
he had
the
done from
corridor.
like years ago when he originally did
Sounds
the
like
Stormreach
growling.
Fresco questline. Just unused dialogue that they just repurposed. And of course, you know, because they're cool, they gave him credit for the work that he had done.
The light filtering through this shallow pool illuminates a lever set into the far wall. There's an audible pop as the second lever is pulled and the barrier in the main hall dissipates.
There's supposed to be a key in this room. It'd be cool if you could actually, like, swim up there. Yep, there it is.
You find a small silver key covered in silt. Now to find the lock.
And what I tend to do for this is I tend to go in here until I get to the room where the gold key is, and then go down the other tunnel to where the optionals are. Alright.
A group of Kelpies rushes in to block the path.
Okay, moat. Let's go. That was an easy one. Wait, this one is not where the gold one is. It's in the next room. Oh, it's in the final room, actually. Isn't it?
Come for the bauble, have you? You're not the first.
Booms an exceptionally large and powerful Kelpie as it charges.
Every time we take it, the Eladrin sends someone to fetch it back. It's an endless supply of fresh fare for us.
Those swamp collars can be super duper rough. Why are you standing around here? Go get him!
The Kelpie Lord calls out.
I can see you're no easy prey, but the struggle makes the feast all the sweeter. Elementals, attend me!
The Kelpie Lord
They got him
falters,
down.
then collapses, diffusing into clumps of ragged weeds.
Okay. So... where was the gold key? It wasn't up here, was it? No. I thought the gold key was back in the room behind us. Yeah, there it is. So that got a little bit more spicy than I really wanted it to be. This one is where having jump is a good thing. Yep, let me up, let me up! Come on. I hate this quest.
You retrieve the golden key from the ledge. What might it open?
We're gonna go find out. Alright, let's do the optional real quick. And we'll also be able to res Larry while we're at it. And it just basically it's gonna get us some. Let's have everybody shrine. Larry, do you not know how to use a shrine? Now let's go do our optional and then we'll complete the quest. Yay!
Stale, fetid air fills the underwater cavern.
Oh, the jump didn't apply. Was underwater. Alright, puzzle time. Actually, nobody needed a shrine. Other than for that fight. Yeah, I missed the first. I glanced up at Discord real quick. Do this again. Finally. Ay, ay, ay. Oh. Then we get to throw the lever. What? Wait, what? Did I mess that up? I totally messed that up. Alright, let's do this right. Come on, let's pay attention. crying out loud.
The magical lock
God.
flashes with green light, and the
took
glowing
too
barriers
much.
that seal the side chambers wink out.
You out of here. Get out while you can. You had exploding spiders on your Sharn. Ooh. Had to resort to a gibbers. I don't even have a gibbers.
A barrier seals off this side cavern. The barrier seems to be controlled by 2 levers, each with a central keyhole. With both levers unlocked and opened, the treasury barrier fades away.
Dun, 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 dun.
The last of the prisoners flees the grotto, swimming for the surface.
We are going to bounce to Winwood Hall. So that's what we're going to do. Once I complete this quest. Leave the hires where they are. No, actually, we're going to bring the hires with. Doesn't actually matter either way. And we are going the in. Where are we going? Yeah, we're going the right way.
You spot the Eladrin's lost keepsake perched atop a nearby chest.
Alright. Loot. My bags are full. Okay, let's find something I don't want and can throw away. Throw away this amethyst and grab that and grab those and finish. Oh man, I'm gonna need to throw something else away in order to make space for whatever the quest reward is. What acts of deadly? That would be good for an alt. Let's toss. No, I like the Phoenix Tavern. Cryptomoss, I get tons of that. Let's go with. Well, if I'm gonna actually autos that character, then I'm not gonna need this. Let's grab that. And let's recall out. What is the rare that I haven't beaten yet? Let's clean bags first. Then we'll turn in quests and we'll clean bags again. I'm gonna at least just let that go away. Disable device would be nice. That's only +8, and I already have a +2. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep what I got. Red Dragon Scale Boots. Hanging on to those. Stuff goes away. Let's go check our mailbox. What's mailbox again? Hold on, I'll remember. It's over here. I hear the burb. Here it is. Hey, I'm friendly now. Save bonus feet? Heck yeah, I'll take that. Alright, let's turn in some quests. You. So I have all 3 of the Bitter Spine area quests to do. And, Wake Me Up Inside. And the finale, of course, Immortality Lessons. So we've got 2 of those left and 3 of those. So yeah, Frost Reception right inside Ice Mount Curse, Quid Pro Quo, and Immortality Lessons. Yep, just exactly what I thought. Alright, let's turn these 2 in. Oh, I do need to clean bags at the bank as well. Let's do that. Come on. Thank you. Let's get our crafting storage situated first. Ooh, I got one of the new uncommon crafting material things, so that's kind of neat. I thought I'd gotten a rare one, but it's an uncommon one. Oh, I got a rare one too. Yes, I should get a bigger bag. No, I don't have a bigger bag. Yeah, banking is slow right now. I wouldn't say it's more buggy than Lotra, it just has its own separate kind of bugs. Okay, bags are clean. Let's go do some quests. Wait, I said I was gonna do Wake Me Up Inside. That's actually in here. Hold on.
You awake from your unexpected slumber. At first, things seem as before. You're still at Winwood Hall, and Melody is still standing beside the bed. Then you realize that Lord Arden is missing, and so are the flower and the lute you need for the ritual. Melody begins speaking in a familiar voice.
Lord Arden's true name? Of course I know it. But it's for me to know and for you to never get. Now, be a good adventurer and die to monsters in the wilderness, while I go make sure Lord Arden never, ever wakes up.
She cackles as she teleports away. You see creatures milling around near the gate to Winwood Hall. Then you notice that things seem different. This isn't the Feywild. You are trapped inside a dream. In the corner of the courtyard stands a Kushi. It bares its fangs at you as you approach. You approach a shadowy form that appears to be Lord Arden, reading a note with a worried expression on his face. The figure doesn't notice your presence. The shadowy Lord Arden fades into nothing. Based on his appearance and your uncanny surroundings, you guess that you must be inside the Lord's nightmare. You spot movement underneath the bridge. Moving closer, you see a nasty-looking troll guarding the missing loot. Bits of troll and drops of its blood splash into the river as the battle progresses. The bits grow rapidly into new bridge trolls that join the fight. You've recovered Hirsam's loot for the ritual.
Anybody want any grape Kool-Aid? Kitty kitty. This may be the first storm lossless stream we've had. Where is she? Storm lost! Skittish is curled up behind my chair because the space heat is behind my chair. She can't be in the upstairs bedroom. The only thing I haven't seen yet, I haven't seen a moat. Storm lost! Though all the other moats flying around as part of the Feywild decorations, like
Inside the magically sealed gazebo ahead floats the frosted cerise you need for the ritual. 3 bears rest outside. Magical talking bears, no doubt. This is the Feywild, after all.
it should be ransack.
You've recovered the frosted cerise for the ritual.
I don't
You've
know why
recovered
I
both
played
the
the
lute
lute
and the
for no
frosted
reason.
cerise. Now, where has Melody hidden Lord Arden? You notice a pillar of magical energy streaming from a distant portal. Perhaps that contains the secret. You approach the portal grove, but a pixie flutters into your path.
She said to make sure you didn't make it to her. I won't let you get near them. I won't let him wake up.
The pixie smirks.
You won't get past my friends and me. So long as they are alive, their devotion will sustain me eternally.
A portal opens as the pixie collapses. In his last moments, he says,
You haven't won yet. You still need the true name.
You exit the portal and find yourself in a strange, empty void. Yet that appears to be Lord Arden's resting place ahead. Between you and Lord Arden stands Cadence the Hag. She must have been disguised as Melody the Apothecary the entire time. Cadence prepares for battle.
Thrice-damned adventurers never know when to quit. I should have seen that you can't trust a pixie to do a hag's work.
Cadence finishes her conjuration. Slimes emanating a frigid mist suddenly appear nearby.
You killed my sister, so I'll have to make do with these vile cauldron leftovers. I wouldn't go anywhere near them personally now. Be a dear and die for good this time.
Weakened and battered, Cadence tries to surrender.
All right. That's enough. You need what I have. So then, let's make a deal.
You've reluctantly decided to allow Cadence to live, in exchange for Lord Arden's true name. You lay out the ingredients for the ritual, and repeat the steps to reverse the curse. First, play the lute. Then, grind up the flower's roots. Last, burn the roots along with Lord Arden's true name. You play a brief melody on Hirsam's lute. You mash the flower's roots into a pulp with little effort. You set a small blaze, then drop the crushed roots and Lord Arden's true name into it, completing the ritual. As the smoke rises, Lord Arden's eyes open. He springs out of the bed. Lord Arden thanks you for awakening him from this curse. He urges you to speak with him back at
That's an
Wynwood
upgrade.
Hall in the waking world.
We're gonna wait around for our little moat. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Wait. If we had already done our thing, there would be the moat would be on the map. One thing they did mention, Cordo did mention, on Fridays at 4 is that they are looking at the idea of increasing the frequency of the moats. And I'm not sure he really explained it. At least I didn't understand the explanation. Maybe I'm just being dense or something. But it was basically kind of like he did specify that it would not increase the number of moats in a dungeon, which would be actually kind of nice. But as long as you knew how many moats would show up, right? Would it suck if it's like, oh, you have between 1 and 3 moats, and 1 moat shows up and you wait around for the other 2, or what? Hey, we got a contested. Nice. Okay, looks like we're good. There we go. And we're at 267. That's kind of what I think he said, Lizardtop, is that it would be sooner before it would start popping off, which is nice. So you're not like waiting like I just did for like a few minutes after the quest was done. That'll be very helpful for like a lot of the shorter quests where you just blast through. And also those of us who are gonna wind up doing Into the Mists a lot. At level cap, of course. Because that's how I'm gonna run my summer loots, is I'm just gonna run Into the Mists over and over and over again. I already have a level 33 favorite soul who's already done a couple of the golden moats on Reaper just for giggles, including the one that you have to do on Reaper, so let's go get stuff out of the way. Oh, I said those inspected goggles were actually an upgrade, so let's put them on. don't know where my kitten cat is. What time is it? This actually may be the first storm lossless stream I've had. Storm lost! I'm actually thinking back to when I last saw her. Because I gave her treats. And I gave her some of my supper. I kind of actually want to go find her. If I was normally calling her name, she would come running because she'd think I'd have treats for her or something. Yeah, I'm gonna go find the kitten cat. Oh, me right back. Kitty kitty! She's like, why did you wake me up? For the record, I did not wake you up. I just picked you up. Storm lost. She was just sleeping somewhere else. Because she normally sleeps during this time of day. Or this time of night. But she was sleeping somewhere unusual. Come here. Come here. Hey, you little shit. Alright. Well, we're 2 hours in. We got more quests we can do. Oh, come here. He's like, don't pick me up. Hi. Yeah. Hi, Stormnust. Somewhere behind the green screen. What are you doing? She's also not happy right now, so. Okay, we have the 3 Bitter Spine area quests, and let's not keep shooting people, please. Stop it. There we go. And then the finale. We've beaten Quick Death before. We've done the Sword in the Stone. We've done Bloody Blue... Frost, the Frost dude. We haven't done him yet. Okay, so now I remember which dude we have left. Okay, now here's some here. Well, it's good. It's the way we're going. Up to Bitterspine Pass. We'll hit a bunch of the rares or the rare spawn spots on the way there. Anywho, so... Not gonna go do the Mysterious Sword one again. Bloody Boots Bill? Or Boris? Whatever. It's an alliteration either way. Okay, fire beetles.
Within the distance of just a few short steps, the temperature plummets and snow covers the ground. Whatever
All right, we're
caused
gonna complete
this
that
sudden
tonight.
change in the climate surely wasn't natural.
For those who listen to my visual DDO stream show, this piece of music will sound familiar. It's the piece I play on the way out. One thing I do love is anytime the festival thing is going on, the wolves, the winter wolves have like Rudolph noses and antlers. True story. See? I love it.
Ahead lies Bitterspine Palace, home to the Baron and Baroness Bitterspine, and one of the many holdings. of the Prince of Frost.
You have arrived at Bitterspine Palace, home of one of the Prince of Frost's vassals. You proceed with caution. Whether you're expected by the Baroness or not, the Prince of Frost's cold reputation is known throughout the Feywild. The Prince of Frost stands before a throne overlooking the crowded ballroom, the Baroness beside him. However, the third throne on the dais stands empty. The air chills as the Archfey points a finger toward you.
Why have you disturbed me with your presence, Outlander?
If I may, my prince, says the Baroness, a connection in the Summer Court sent word of the Outlander's arrival. I have granted them an audience with me. I assure you, they will not disturb the ball. You're told that Osha loathes extravagant parties such as this one. He's likely to be avoiding the crowd somewhere, perhaps out on the windward balcony. The door to the treasure vault is bolted shut. Perhaps one of the waitstaff knows how to get inside.
Well, I mean, you can just pick the door.
The head waiter explains that Osha told him not to allow anyone into the treasure vault. However, you're able to persuade the goblin to unlock the door for you. Water elementals flood out of the treasure vault to confront the intruders. You hear a bell chime in the ballroom as you pull this lever.
I'll have Froggo do it. Except I don't have Froggo going, so... You know what? We'll have Drossheart melt the lock.
You notice a bizarre painting depicting the Wintertide Ballroom. To your surprise, you're able to step through it and into the ballroom itself.
Oh no, can't get through. There's also an optional in here that you can do with this dude.
Squire Icebrook asks you to bring an urgent message to the Baroness. For reasons he will not divulge, this must remain a secret from the Prince of Frost. The Baroness refuses to take your message in front of the Prince and all her guests. She tells you to meet her downstairs in the wine cellar.
Dun, 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 dun.
A wave of relief washes over the Baroness's face
XP.
as she scans the letter. The Baron is alive and safe, but whatever he got himself into has kept him away from home.
Yup. And our reward is gonna make us upset. But it's XP.
Squire Icebrook promised to give you something older than the palace as payment for delivering his message to the Baroness. Getting a rendition of an old folk song wasn't exactly what you had in mind.
Indeed
This
not.
door leads out to the windward balcony. From the dim gems on either side, you can see that it has been sealed to prevent guests from following Osha outside. You hear a bell chime in the ballroom as you
Ding,
pull
ding,
this
ding.
lever.
However, we still want to do some work. So, we're gonna go get some more side questing done. I found a door. Found another door. What really happened to the Baron? Well, wouldn't you like to know? I like how you can put the door back. But we're looking for the last note, which is over in here.
Baron Bitterspine's diary reveals that he had learned Hirsum was plotting something with a mysterious stranger. The Baron
Vecna.
followed the Archfey to a hunting lodge in the mountains, determined to learn more. But the Baron never returned. You find yourself in a small corridor that has been frozen over with ice.
I need to go back up.
The icicles block the door leading into the Baron's room, clearly to deter someone from going inside. The court advisor stares off into the distance. At the sound of your footsteps, he jolts, turns around, and lets out a dejected sigh.
GG to Witch's Brew for hitting level 150.
Osha hands you a key. He tells you that the frosted cerise flower can be found in the center of the Aurora Garden, but warns you not to let the true nature of your visit become gossip fodder for the other guests.
Oh, you know I'm gonna. You know I'm gonna. The Aurora Garden is actually on the first floor, if I recall it correctly. And there's a couple other things you can do over here. Doesn't actually matter that much. How are we doing on mischief bonus only so far? I don't think there's any breakables over here. Only people you can pester. Come on. There we go.
You step out into the snowy garden. A peculiar patch of grass grows in its center, along with a flower that
That's
emanates a
Vandal bonus.
magical, chilly aura. flower crumples away into nothing in the palm of your hand, and instantly
Very bright.
regrows in the soil. The newly sprouted flower glows blindingly for a moment, and, unexpectedly, a shockwave rocks the palace.
Well, before we do anything else, let's take care of our moat. We are 272. Alright, so it's basically, let's get out of here. This could be a little bit of an adventure, a little bit of a jumpy. Iris, get out of the way. Seriously, get out of the way. And that should be ransack. Alright. Yep, ransack do be done. You said D-door on this one? Yeah, there's no quest that requires you to D-door. So that's nice. Alright, let's piss off the... Oh, too late.
To your surprise, the ballroom is now covered in twisting vines and familiar flowers.
I thought I eradicated those flowers a millennia ago. But now they're everywhere.
Snarls the Prince of Frost.
Outlander, you will fix this, or I'll turn you into a block of ice.
Lady Lazuli informs you that there were only 2 Eladrin nobles she didn't recognize in attendance tonight. She knows who can tell you more. Sir Snowdrift, the resident social butterfly of the Prince of Frost's court. Sir Snowdrift tells you that Lord Beryl was last seen slinking off to the kitchen in search of a fresh bottle of wine. Then he shoos you out of his crowd of adoring nobles.
You'd think they'd want to, like, you know, collect samples of the plant to ensure that it continues to grow. This is like the last one ever.
Lord Beryl says that Dame Allegra has gone to explore the Prince of Frost's quarters. Speaking with her is the next step in solving this plant puzzle.
I like how this is one of the voice actors who will be doing stuff for Sharn as well. Oh, yeah, we're going this way. Like, you can't pick one. You can try to pick one and they basically just reappear anywho.
A group of palace guards stand at attention in front of the Prince of Frost's quarters. You'll have to defeat them in order to enter.
We did defeat them. Alright, we're gonna ignore Dame Allegra.
An Eladrin noble stands at the base of the stairs
Optional
that lead to the
time.
Prince of Frost's quarters. This must be Dame Allegra, the mysterious newcomer you're looking for. A frost giant snores on the floor of this chamber. Clearly, he didn't think anyone would dare to intrude in the Prince of Frost's private quarters. You find yourself in a surprisingly sparse chamber. But even in such a bare room, you know there must be something hidden inside. The spout on this fountain turns like a door handle. A secret passage slides open along the back wall. Hidden away in this room stands a sculpture of a woman. Its plaque reads, "For my love. In ice you survive." The Prince of Frost had hidden a journal inside a sphere of ice. The journal details memories of his long-lost love, who died thousands of years ago. As you drop the journal, the frost giant bursts into the room, along with a squad of red-capped guards. The frost giant collapses onto the floor with a heavy thud.
Those are not red caps. Those were definitely not red caps. How are my bags looking? Okay, we're still in bag 2. We're fine. Alright, let's go talk to Dame Allegra and complete this quest, shall we?
Dame Allegra saw a hooded stranger plant the frosted cerise in the garden. She bids you to follow her there, so she can help you search for clues about the culprit.
Search for clues. We can go down this way. More bad guys, though. I think we can still get into the Aurora Garden on the side, yeah.
A growth of blossoming vines has sprung up around the door. When you get close, some of the greenery comes to life. Dame Allegra stands in the center of the garden. She lets out a low chuckle.
Ah, how did you like my little prank?
I'm in Eastern.
It was good fun. Riling up that gloomy prince always entertains my master here, some.
Allegra transforms before your eyes. You recognize her new form as Cadence, the Night Hag, who caused such trouble for the gatekeepers back in Stormreach.
Happy to see me, dearie? Good. It'll be for the last time.
Cadence pants.
I think that's enough taunting for one day. I'll let my pretty petals finish you off.
With a mad cackle, she vanishes. In her place, a shambling mound rises to attack.
And we kicked its ass.
The mass of flowers and vines crumbles into ash, yet it leaves behind one last frosted cerise flower. You pluck the frosted cerise flower from the snow.
Probably
This
2 hours
time,
ahead.
The bloom
Well, do you
stays
mean
in the
ahead,
palm
like-
of your hand, instead of crumpling away into nothing.
I mean, 2
Return
hours
to the
behind.
Baroness to tell her what happened. Though the prince himself would never admit to it, the Baroness tells you he is in your debt for thwarting the Night Hag's scheme. And now that you have the frosted cerise,
It'll be 1 a.m. there.
you're
Okay.
one step closer to waking Lord Arden.
Where are the servers at? They're in Las Vegas, except for Moonsea, which is in Rotterdam, the Netherlands. Basically, it's the same as the Lotro servers. The NA ones are in Vegas. The EU ones are in Rotterdam.
ahead lies Bitterspine Palace,
Thank
home
you for
to
the
the Baron
follow.
and Baroness Bitterspine, and one of the many holdings
Let me end
of
the
the
other
Prince
question.
of
This thing.
Frost.
Oh, you're in Brazil? Get around 170 millisecond ping. Yet the game is fun to play even without ping. Yeah.
The Prince of Frost glowers down at you.
Yes? Why have you come here?
I'm
Out
here
with it.
to call in a favor.
The Prince of Frost chuckles, but his eyes remain cold and hard as they bore down at you.
You come asking for favors when you impose on me by your very presence?
Mm-hmm.
Not many would dare to overstep so cavalierly. But as I feel numb with tedium, I will allow it. You will perform the 3 tasks I have set for you. Only then will I consider your request.
I'll actually be able
The
to
Prince
complete
of Frost
the
waves
captive
his
zone.
hand, and a trio of portals open nearby.
Go, and be quick about it. Each second you stand here is a second of my patience being siphoned away.
Okay, this one can be fun. Gonna park the hires.
You find yourself inside the base held by the rebel bandits. The Prince of Frost wants you to retrieve a wine chalice that they stole. The bandits said something about needing to get the patrolling sentries to wake everyone up. It may be possible to sneak past the sentries and through the sleeping bandits without needing to fight.
And that's a whole honkin' thing. I love these nearsighted sentries, though. They're amazingly funny. So we just don't shoot them, and we sneak behind them. I don't know how sneaking actually works with those guys, so I don't want to risk it. I mean, I can fight them, but what's the fun in that? I think Stormlost is being a silly kitten right now. Because she curled up in the same spot I think she was hiding in before. Or she was eeping in before. Gotta be a little bit more careful when I'm turning corners with these guys. They don't even want to give it a try. Well, you know what? It's their loss. Okay, poorly written note. Grab this. Enchantment. It's one of the two words. Yeah, we should be able to make it over here. Bubbles! Hello, boys. So we've already opened the door. And now we have the second half of the note that we need. And that was verbose. Verbose enchantment. I still want to get into all these rooms and get all the breakables, because breakables. There we go. And is that mischief? He's right there. Okay, that will be Vandal. Yes. Okay, we're back at the beginning. And now all I have to do is hide from these guys Except they're there where I need to go. I'm just gonna need to wait for them to pass. Which is fine. Okay, that's where they are. That's where I need to go. Okay. Because we didn't aggro everybody, this guy's asleep. Otherwise we would have had to have fought him. Okay, found the chalice.
This is the missing wine chalice that the Prince of Frost requested. Paging through this well-worn journal, you learn that the bandit captain has a private stash of treasure hidden somewhere in the caverns. It would certainly be a shame if it were to be left behind.
Okay, what were the two phrases? One was enchantment, the other one was verbose. Maybe I have to say it with caps. Ugh. Said it in general chat like a dumbass. Oh, speak the phrase aloud in the South by Southwest. Okay. So, let me make the map bigger. So, South by Southwest. So, it would either be one of these two. Alright. So it would be probably this one right here. Ding, 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 ding. Got the booze. Now this is a good one to have D-Door for. But since I don't have D-Door, I'm gonna go hide from this guy. And I just have to do a quick scarper up here. So like about the best place they could have put the optional for that. And there's the drunken rebel. And let's bring the hires in. And let's do the next one.
An injured guard calls out to you. You there. You have the look of an adventurer.
The villagers have been captured and dragged off by those brutish Fomorians. I'm in no shape to do anything about it. Rescue them, please. I beg of you.
You overhear an argument between the Fomorians. Perhaps there's some way to take advantage of this strife?
Hey, buddy. Success.
Lurtz considers your words, then gives a single nod. He begins heading towards where he last knew his brother to be.
And I'm getting these with like open lock of 4. Wait, is there one left? Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot you, sir. I saved the best one with the coolest outfit for last. Alright, there's some more villagers we'll be able to rescue along the way. And these are the ones that anybody else will be able to rescue. Oh no. Let's kill the shaman first. Shamans are bad. Fomorians are also very bad.
The Fomorians have been defeated, and the village is now safe.
I think if I'd been running on a leader reaper, that would have killed me. Hi, everybody out? I'm a hero! Okay. That should be my ransack. Yep. This quest really has way more breakables than you need for ransack for sure.
You've arrived at Rhyme's Refrain, one of the Prince of Frost's favorite venues. He demands that you remove the griffins that seem to have made their home inside the amphitheater. A number of griffins are perched throughout the amphitheater. They look at you apprehensively, but make no move to attack. You skillfully tend to the griffin's wounds. In time, the griffins will be able to return to their usual lairs. The amphitheater can now return to regular use. That takes care of one favor for the Prince of Frost. Now that you've done these 3 favors for the Prince of Frost, perhaps he'll return 1. The tramp of approaching boots echoes through the amphitheater. Then a vicious voice calls out,
The ones who bring me the matriarch's head gets an extra share of gold!
The hunters have caught up to the injured matriarch, but she is in no condition to fly.
Yay! We saved the matriarch. We still haven't gotten... Did we get our moat? We did get our moat. It was in the other section. Did we not? It would have been in this section. We did not get our moat. So we'll hang out here until we get our moat. 5 blue. Alright, everybody over here. Come on. Alright, let's do it. Let's do the loot. Ooh, Eventree was doing Reaper mode. There we go. Let's get it. So we're currently 272. And now we're at 282. Heck yeah. Hello, Mr. Prince of Frost. I did the thing.
To once again even the scales, the Prince of Frost agrees to lend you his powers in reaching Hirsam's fortress. You can now proceed with the final part of your plan, trading Hirsam's needle for the codex pages.
Alright. I think we are 3 hours on the dot. So what I'm going to do is I am going to pop back to Winwood Hall.
Ahead lies Bitterspine
and
Palace,
turn in my
home
stuff.
to the Baron and Baroness Bitterspine, and one of the many holdings of the Prince of Frost.
And once I turn stuff in, I'm gonna go hop up to the guild airship and renew my guild buffs. But first of all, let me remind myself to do that. Slurp. Alright. Let's turn in my quest here. Thank you, Lady Borealis. Should be done with you now. I am going to do the last 2 quests, but I'm going to do them off stream. I want to take a quick break. I don't normally stream all night, anywho, so that's how I roll. 6 of 6, 5 of 7. Not 6, 7. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Yep. So we still need to do the Finding the Bear quest, which is actually quite fun. And Immortality Lessons, and that's the last quest of the chain. And then we'll turn in the saga. Oh, but I'm gonna be doing that after the stream. Gonna kind of chill out while I'm doing my thing. And I, of course, can't stay up too late tonight anyway, because it's a work night, so I'm gonna hang on to that. Turn all that crap in. One of the downsides of this event is the simple fact that you can't really do a lot with a lot of the stuff that, like, you're keeping greens again, and you probably shouldn't be keeping greens, and these are not greens, but still. Okay. Let's turn in my crafting bags. Yeah, that one's fine. But this one needs some emptying. Alright. Airship it is. Airship time. And then we'll call it a night. Chirp, 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 chirp. Alright, there we go. And I'd like to thank y'all for watching. I will be back tomorrow night on DDO stream. Probably playing my summer Lute character. And we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Alright, be good. If you can't be good at it. Talk to y'all later. Bye.